How you doing?
Fine.
Not too bad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Great choice. An outstanding choice. I have his baseball card. It's worth more money.
Yes, it is. My name's Negron. Judges, are you ready?
We are ready whenever you are.
Roberto Clemente is my nominee. Roberto Clemente should be inducted into the Historical Hall of Fame because he helped many people. He gave up his life trying to help people in need. He gave in need. Before he became a baseball player, he gave the little money he had to the less fortunate people. He wasn't all about the fame like famous people are these days. He helped people. He didn't care about the fame. He loved to play baseball. He was the first Latin American to play baseball. He often got called names by his teammates, but he didn't care. He was living his dream to play baseball. They made fun of him because of his skin color, but he was the activist for racial equality and players' rights in baseball. So if he didn't play baseball, any other race besides whites cannot play baseball. He also led his team into victory at the World Series. He died sending a relief package to Nicaragua. His plane crashed heading, his body was never recovered. Some of his awards were, he won 12 Gold Glove Awards between 1961 and through 1972. He won the National League MVP in 1966. He won World Series MVP in 1971. His team won the World Series champion in 1960 and 1971. He was the first Latin American inducted into the into the Hall of Fame in 1973. Some of his achievements were his last hit was his 3,000th hit, and he was an activist for racial equality and players' rights in baseball. During his career, he hit 23 home runs and he scored 100 points for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Some of his quotes were, "I am convinced that God wanted me to play baseball. I was born to play baseball." The second one is, "I am more valuable to my team hitting .330 than swinging for home runs." The third one is, "Anytime you have an opportunity to make a difference in the world and you don't, you are wasting your time on earth." The fourth one is, "When I put on my uniform, I feel I am the proudest man on earth." This last one is, "Why does everyone talk about the past? All that counts is tomorrow's game." He helped many people. He gave up his life helping people in need. He also supported funding for Little League Baseball, donating his time and what little money they had back then to people who were less fortunate than him. I put a picture of a newspaper article on there because that was after the day that Roberto Clemente died. They put it in the newspaper. I put a picture of his jersey because the Pittsburgh Pirates retired its number 21 in his honor. And I put a picture of a stamp from Nicaragua because they put Roberto Clemente on it because they thought it was nice of him to try sending help after the earthquake. And that's why I think he should be inducted into the Historical Hall of Fame.
It's an outstanding presentation. You know, so many people today have never. You began and finished by telling us what you wanted us to do, and that is induct Roberto Clemente into the Hall of Fame. You'd be surprised at the number of people who didn't do that today. Secondly, you did a great job of organizing not only ideas about Roberto Clemente as a baseball player, but also about Roberto Clemente as a human being, you know, as an advocate for civil rights and helping less fortunate. Fantastic presentation. You could have chosen a lot of people. Why Roberto Clemente?
Because I'm Puerto Rican. And
You got a little pride because
Yeah.
Roberto Clemente is Puerto Rican as well.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think, I just watched a documentary on Clemente. I like baseball too. Are you a baseball player?
No, I'm not a baseball player.
Yeah, I love watching. I don't play anymore either. Let's be honest, I could if I wanted to, but I don't anymore. But I guess when he first came here to the States, he was really surprised that people treated him differently because of his skin color, because it wasn't like that in Puerto Rico at all. And so it really threw him off his game, and he struggled the first couple of years he was here. Did you read anything about that?
Yeah, I read that. I read something online that he some like the newspaper people also were calling him names also, like
Yeah.
his own teammates. So.
It seems like even he might have started off not in Pittsburgh, but someplace, maybe in Florida, or he lived in Florida for a while, and there was even more discrimination there. And so, yeah, I guess I didn't realize that was a part of his personal history. Excellent job.
In your own personal opinion, do you think what had more impact on him, like in you, like is it his fight for racial equality in baseball, or was it his phenomenal career as just a player? Which one stands out more to you?
His fight for racial equality in baseball. Because he stood up there and he didn't care what people thought. He just wanted to play baseball.
I think his career backed up his statements of anybody can play this game.
Yeah.
I gotta apologize because I grabbed my iPod during that because I wanted to get that quote down about anybody that wastes or doesn't help out others, wastes their time on earth. What a great motto to live by, what a great belief to have. If somehow, some way, Roberto Clemente could come back today, do you think he'd be happy with how pro athletes act today?
No, I think he'd be ashamed because they're kind of cocky and they don't help very much people. They're there for the fame and like being famous. Then he had pride in playing baseball. I think he'd be ashamed.
You know, I've never heard anything bad about Roberto Clemente on the ball field or off the ball field, but I mean, I always hear he's a guy that hustled. He's a guy that ran each ball out. He put it all out there on the field and then off the field.
Yeah, he's got this reputation. I think one of the reasons why, there's been a lot of people that have been pro athletes, even had his success as a baseball player, football, but very few people are remembered as much as he is. And I think part of that was his personality. He was such a great person, along with being a great athlete, that people look back on him fondly. Did he play? I think he played right field. Is that right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, pretty sure it's right field. Is that right? Right fielder.
Yeah, he played right field, and he was the only baseball player to ever play every position in one game.
Oh, you're
That's
kidding!
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Puerto Rico was in the World Baseball Classic here recently.
Yeah, they came in second place.
They came in second place. And ESPN had a crew there, though, and there were thousands of people that were gathered at a stadium that was named after.
Yeah, it's the Roberto Clemente Stadium in Puerto Rico.
Stadium, yeah. And so baseball, I have to assume, is really big.
It's really big in Puerto Rico. We have basketball here and football. They got baseball and soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Excellent job, my friend. You picked, I mean, this is the type of topic, because we get people, I've been doing this for 5 years now, and we get people saying, oh, this guy's a great athlete, he throws the ball all over the place. But now you have a person here who did equal great work on and off the field. What a great selection. Excellent job.
There are famous people in history that maybe weren't the best people in the world, But then Roberto Clemente, I think, is an example of somebody is really a role model, you know? I mean, he's somebody that we can all look up to and kind of lived his life in the right way. I think. Great job, great work.
That's great.
Thank you for your time.
Nicely done.